Hi guys, welcome back to Heart and Teaching. I'm whispering because I'm hiding in the bedroom, but thank you for coming back to watch another video. This video was not planned, but it's definitely necessary. It's something that I want to talk to you about. So, welcome to Heart and Teaching. My name is Carrie. I am a fourth grade teacher from New Jersey, and I teach in northern New Jersey, and I live in Union County. I have 3 children, 7, 17, and 21. So I've been a teacher for 19 years. I have 3 kids. From second grade to college. So I definitely feel you. But I wanted to make a video tonight to address some of the tips and things that have helped me. And if you've watched any of my other videos, I'm all about just sharing tips that have worked for me, and then I just get excited about them, and I want to help another mom, dad, guardian in need of the state that we're in right now, and that is with remote learning. So if you have a child who is just feeling withdrawn, just kind of just not themselves on this remote learning platform, or even in person, it's a lot that's happening right now. And I wanted to make a video because in this household, not only am I teaching, but my students, my children are also engaged in their meets at the same time. And how does this work? Many people have asked, like, how are you teaching and your own kids are in remote classes? And, how do you get by, and how do you control everything? The question is, there is no right answer, but I can share with you some of the tips that have helped me. And if you're really serious about making a change and giving your child some motivation and hope, here are some tips. Let's start with parent obligations. Number 1, your child is still in school. Even though they're remote, they are still in school. We're not going to leave it up to them to decide whether they want to be in school. So we have to step it up as parents, including myself. We have to get our kids engaged and ready to learn following their schedule. The school has given us a schedule. That schedule has to be printed out. Make a poster of it, put it on a wall. The whole family should know about each child's schedule. So that's rule number 1. You cannot allow a choice for your child to be engaged in that meet because they are expected to go to school. That's number 1. The second thing that I want to talk about is motivation. We still have to motivate our children, even though they're expected to go to school and participate in school. We still want to motivate them, and motivation is very important. I think about myself sometimes, how important my coffee is to me. Making my coffee, I look forward to going downstairs and making my iced latte every day, and that's what I need. And I know that students and children need the same thing. So let's talk about motivation. Some of the things that I do to motivate my own children is sometimes I give them a cup of tea. Again, I'm not an expert. I don't have the right answers, but I'm going to share some things. So when Isabella, who is 7 years old, when she's tired, and which rarely happens, honestly, she gets up, she's ready for school. But there are times where, she's very tired, she's lethargic. Even my 11th grader, I just say, do you want a nice cup of hot tea? Do you want some milk and honey? Talk it up. I know this sounds crazy, but it works. Sometimes it just gets Isabella out of bed, and it gives her the extra step to come downstairs, okay? So let's offer some yummy snacks, a nice breakfast, and let's talk about it. Don't assume they know this is what they're getting. Let's talk about it. Okay, other forms of motivation. Something that I do is I allow my child to have their own set of snacks each day. So when we're shopping on the weekends, allow your child to pick out snacks that they like that will help them through the process of virtual learning. So if your child likes Doritos, we're going to have to choose our battles. Get them the Doritos, put them in a Rubbermaid tub. That tub belongs to them. It's going to have all of their favorite snacks. So yes, I do allow Isabella sometimes to have a Jolly Rancher or something like a lollipop. Give them some sugar sometimes in the Rubbermaid. We're going to have to choose our battles. There's nothing wrong with them having a little bit of something of their favorite. So if you're a household that doesn't have sugar, okay, get their applesauce or get them whatever they want to do. So over the weekend, it's a great time to prepare, go shopping, or allow your child to make a list of things that they like. You go out and you get those favorite things, put them in a tub so that when they're virtual learning, they have something to look forward to. Okay. Third, I also want to mention our job as parents. We need to be reaching out to the teachers. We need to reach out to the administrators and the guidance counselors. There are people in your child's school who they get paid to help you and give you tips to help your child be happy and motivated and engaged in school. If your child is regressing, that is a big deal. I don't want to blow it off like, oh, let's get through this pandemic. You don't want a year to go by where your child is not reading passages that they should be reading on that level. So we've got to intervene. I know we have obligations and other things to do as parents, but it is important to reach out to your child's school and talk to the teacher. That I myself, as a fourth grade teacher, I want to hear from the parents. I'm one of those teachers that give out their cell phone number. I know we shouldn't, but I need to hear, is Mike okay? How was his weekend? If there's something that, gosh forbid, something's happening in the family, let me know. If Mike is sleepy, let me know. So your child's teacher appreciates you reaching out to them. And you know what? If it becomes a problem where it seems like you're bugging them or something like that, fight for communication between you and your child's school, because once you guys are on the same page and that teacher knows, listen, this child is not feeling themselves mentally, they need a break, the teacher, there can be modifications made. So I'm making this video because as a teacher and as a parent, there are things that we can do for children to push them a little further, and that's not giving them more work. So let me clarify, but you have to communicate to the school, okay? I just felt a need to make this video because as a parent, we really have a lot of power. And if you know the root and the specific problems and patterns that are occurring with your child, it is worth reaching out to the schools, because we do care at the end of the day. Regardless of this pandemic and the situations that we're in, we do care. So again, the motivational snack tub, ask yourself, do you know your child's schedule? Let's be real. Do you know where your child should be for each period? When does that period start? When does that period end? If you do not have your child's schedule taped to the wall or in an obvious area in your house, then that's something that might need to change. So your child knows when they go to sleep, they're expected to get up at 8 o'clock and log in at 8:20. Lastly, I know I'm talking a lot. I don't want to lecture in this video, but I had to get these tips across because I want you to try it. So if there's a weekend coming up, this weekend, go out, start over, press the reset button. This is all about pressing the reset button. Everyone deserves a new start. My mom always said tomorrow is a new day. So let's try some new things with our kids. Let's motivate them. Okay, so the schedule needs to be present. We need to have a whiteboard. We need to have a list of things that your child is expected to do. There are things that they're going to be expected to do, and we cannot let them wiggle their way out of this, because that's not life. Okay, lastly, I wanted to say, my hands are shaking because I'm holding my phone. This was not planned. Many of my videos are not planned. But I wanted to say rewards are big. We've got to be consistent. We have to stay consistent with the rewards that we give our children. So that could be anything from playing outside for a longer period of time, playing their video game all night long. If that's what it takes, then you let them play their game. If they're doing a good job in school, we've got to make those rewards realistic and doable. So we can't just make false promises and not come through with it. The rewards have to be ready. So if I were you, you can also jot those rewards down, because like me, I get very busy and I forget, oh, Isabella, I was supposed to take you to blah, blah, blah. So you write those down and you hold yourself accountable. All right. So I hope these tips helped you. I'm going to close this up. Thank you for subscribing to Heart and Teaching. I'm just a basic mom here. Typical mom trying to get through, working mom. I work, full-time teaching. It doesn't end. I'm hiding in my bedroom. I'm hoping no one comes in. I probably look cross-eyed here because I'm holding my phone and da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Thank you for subscribing to Heart and Teaching. I will see you soon. Bye.